I'm back. I'm abandoning the PVZ series because I I hate editing, I guess, and I had to do a little teensy bit of editing from one of the episodes, and I thought, no. Let's see if I can unbox anything good. That... Okay, that shit's actually pretty good. Alright, awesome. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a different environment, swapped it up a bit, because I figured just continuing PVZ without actually editing that episode doesn't really make sense. So I figured YapperOnline is just gonna have to come back in a different form, and that's what I'm doing. I will play a little Destiny 2, because I dearly love this game. I don't want to get rid of this grenade launcher, but I think I have to. Let's not right now. It'll be okay. I can get rid of this. Yeah, I'm currently trying to level up my character, basically, but it's kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. At least for me, because I'm mostly playing solo. I have friends who play the game, but they don't play it much, or whenever they do play it, I'm not around. So, you know, I'm just gonna run a solo lost sector. I'm gonna do some good old-fashioned yapping online, and you know, it should be awesome. I am, not to toot my own horn too hard here, but I think I'm pretty okay at this game, so let's, I forget, oh, I actually don't think I've ran this one before, so that should be cool. I don't know if there's a way to shut up the characters, that might be a little bit of an issue, I guess we'll see. Anyway, alright, holy shit, this might be a little bit of a longer video than my usual too, but then again, it's been like a few months anyway, so it doesn't matter. I noticed that on my first few videos, I had a little bit of momentum from YouTube, and then whenever I took a break for the first few days, like, the momentum got lost, so, I don't know what's with that, but it doesn't really matter. I keep wanting to make bigger stuff than this. I keep wanting to make bigger videos than just yapping online, but I cannot, because I keep jumping to the difficult things in my mind, to all the editing and all the recording. Give me a second, let me see if I can mute it.
Now everyone's fighting to consolidate its territory. We've replaced a universal...
I'm so good at... Alright. Anyway, yeah. I keep jumping ahead to stuff that I don't need to be thinking about at the beginning of a project. Which, yes, it's my bad, but I can't help it. So I decided I don't want to just sit on my ass and make nothing. So I'm gonna make this, because... I guess it's interesting. I don't know. I really don't know why I make these, because I don't really get any recognition. It's not like I'm making art or anything, I'm just yapping online. But I suppose it's more than just playing video games. It's like one step above just playing video games, so fuck it. I might as well. But yeah, in what actually happened to me in the few months since then, since the last episode, I got a girlfriend, I had sex, it was... kind of mid, but it wasn't her fault, it was my fault. She's gonna move over here in a few weeks to where I live, and that's gonna be pretty cool. But I'm kind of worried, because I did some really, I made some really dumb financial decisions, basically. I took out a loan to pay for her ticket, because we're both kind of poor at the moment, to be honest. And then oh shit, sorry. Sucks. Anyway, took out a loan, then I couldn't pay rent, had to move rent. Luckily, my landlord didn't immediately, you know, throw me out, which is nice. And at this current point, I found a new job, because I couldn't do my old job anymore, to be honest. But my new job is kind of fucking me currently, so, it all kind of sucks, basically, is what I'm saying. I might have to come back here. Yeah, I'm gonna come back here later. I can stun those guys, but I can't actually follow up with the damage. If I had like 2 rockets, I could kill one of them. Alright, I'm gonna go collect stuff in the other 2 places. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, it's been pretty interesting. A lot's been happening for sure. Mostly good. All the job stuff, the loan stuff, pretty fucking bad, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like, if you're listening to this, you haven't actually had to work like a 9-to-5, you know, soul-sucking job where you're like a grunt. Dude, it fucking sucks. It's like the worst thing ever. Because you do it, and you spend you know, not anymore. I have like a little less, a little like fewer hours now. But back in the day, I used to spend literally half my time awake doing that shit. And you get like to keep existing basically, and to save a little bit of money if you're lucky. It is, it's really rough. And I know that's, you know, it's like something that the rich want us to be doing so we don't rise up and eat them. But, I don't know. I really want to do something better than that with my life. So I hope I can. I guess doing these videos is part of it. So you know, I hope I get better eventually. But so far it felt very comfortable, which is bad. Oh, let me transcend here, actually. Alright. Anyways, yeah, I've also been thinking about the $57,000 man, I guess you could say. There's a guy in, I believe, like, Seattle or something, and he had a like, credit card like company. I don't know if it was $57,000, but it's not my point. My point is that it's a pretty high wage for the area, and he started paying the same wage to all of his employees, including himself. And people on the news, you know, like rich dudes and stuff, investors, said, oh my god, that's such a terrible idea, his company's gonna die. Years and years later, his company's perfectly fine, better than ever, and his employees love him so much that they gifted him a car. So he's getting the benefits of being rich, with none of the downsides. And I just kind of, I guess that story makes me, like, uniquely angry, because everyone could do that. Every company could just do that. There'd be no downside. It's just that, rich dudes are, you know, you typically get rich because you're trying to, right? I think most of them, I mean, I think this is more just an observation than an actual opinion. Most billionaires and such are antisocial, you know, they're like sociopaths and whatnot. It's not like a crazy thing to say. But, damn. Sure sucks that those people are leading us, huh? Fucking terrible things. And it really hurts that much more now that I work for people like that. I work for, like, corporations and stuff. And you kind of, like, start to realize, damn, this fucking sucks really bad. Like, all of it, man. I have to... I don't know how I'm gonna make rent, to be honest. I think I can this month. The whole meme is that, I was supposed to get trained for a higher level than I currently am at the company I work for. But they said, no, training actually pays, like, a little more than half of what I'm currently making. And I literally just can't, like, I'm not gonna be able to afford food. Because I already can't afford food, you know? I'm sorry, I know this is, like, very real. You know, if you're trying to fucking unwind or sleep to this video or whatever, you probably don't want to hear about it. But I just, like, want to talk. I just want to, like, yell out into the void, I guess. You know, I just want to yap about it online. You know. I don't know. I even if I knew every step to making a real video, I don't know if I would. Because it's just... I guess that's what a lot of influencers have to struggle with, at least at the beginning, but... having to balance a regular job, a regular life, like a 9-to-5 kind of thing, with, like, basically another job after, probably kind of hard. I know for, like, a lot of them, it's, you know, they'll say, like, oh, it's what I want to do the most and such. I don't actually experience satisfaction from, like, anything, even when I should, but that's probably a mental issue. I have to work on that. I'm still trying for what it's worth, but, yeah, I gotta get better. Oh, my fucking raffle. But yeah, no, I guess, actually, when I was last recording, they didn't do it yet. They shut down Destiny 2. It's fucking dead. It's gone. I'm playing it now. It's gonna be online for the foreseeable future, but the game is, it's been killed. And, I guess it's too bad. I don't know, I feel very mixed about it, because I can't lie, like, what they left us with, it's the best the game's been in a very long time, and what am I sure if you can give me a second? There we go. I'm not sad about it dying, to be honest. I didn't touch it before the last update, because the last DLC they released was the fucking Star Wars collab. But, you know, it makes me happy that that's all we got. It could have been way worse. We could have had, like, a Borderlands collab, we could have had a COD collab, we could have had a Fortnite collab, like, we could have had all of that garbage. because they would have tried to just become a mini Fortnite. But we didn't. We didn't get all that because Sony, for some reason that I don't think me or anyone else alive will ever understand, maybe including the guy who made the decision, because Sony took the game that was making them all the money, or at least was supposed to be making them all the money, right? And then Sony said, you know what, nah, we don't want this anymore. Throw this shit in the garbage. And, I'll never understand. I'll never get it. I get that the whole shtick was, like, they bought Bungie, like, the studio who actually makes Destiny, because Bungie were supposed to be the live service experts. But I still feel like... I don't know, I still feel like if some guy at Sony actually bothered to read about it, and be like, oh, this is literally the most profitable franchise launch in history, we probably should do something with this, you know? I feel like if they were paying me this zillion, billion, or $1 trillion, I would probably do that. I don't know. Well, I don't know. If they were paying me that much for not doing much, I probably would continue not doing much, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how much I'd care about some fucking game. I would just keep cashing in the checks, and I keep buying yachts. And honestly, I think that's what most people would do. Like, I know people like to imagine, like, oh, these evil billionaires are buying yachts and shit. In their situation, I would try to fix the world. I like to think I would do that, but, man, the world is such a clusterfuck. It's probably so much easier to just keep buying the yachts, dude. And I bet it doesn't really even feel very bad, because you're not actually seeing your effects on the world, like, very immediately, you know? It's all in the abstract, it's all numbers and such. And you have to have a high degree of emotional intelligence to realize that, I don't know, like, for example, if you're upcharging people for medicine, real humans are gonna die, you know? You have to actually want to make that connection. And obviously, CEOs are not gonna want to do that. They're gonna do anything except that. It's like, oh, you know, it's the system. Oh, you know, I'm just trying to do my best. Shit like that. Oh, the board's gonna have my ass if I don't do this, etc., right? I don't know. Something really depressing to me about our entire planet is how it seems like a lot of the time there's just these circles of like pain and bullshit and, you know, like just terrible, terrible things. And no matter what we do, we've never been able to prevent them in history. I do think most humans are kind by default. I really do believe that, but it's such an issue because the kind people don't actually want any power, but the evil people will take it. Damn, did I already beat it? Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's enough yapping for now. You know what? I might cheat a little bit. Fuck, I might cheat a little bit, and I might record another episode right now, because I'm kind of on a roll here. And I'll run another Lost Sector, or, sorry, solo. I'll see. For now, YapperOnline out. Hold on, check the ship.